city lights and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home.
Hello guys, and this is Longhorn Gamer speaking. In today's episode, we moved from Riverbend Springs to where we are now, Ashton Corners, and we're gonna go look at a dairy/hog operation that is for sale. So, I'll see you when we're about there. Alright guys, here we are pulling up on the farm. So, before I give you guys a small tour of the farm, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we're gonna start off here with 1.5 million. We're gonna keep the time on 5x for most of the time, just to make it so we can't do a ton all in one day. And then basically we have the realistic livestock mod enabled. Basically it adds animal health. It also adds animal genders and just a lot of good changes to the animal system, which comes in FS25. So that should be very fun to play with. Anyways, now that we've got that over with, I guess let's give you a little tour. So in front of us here, we have the little dairy. To the right, we have a hog barn. Coming up here on the left, we have our house and garage, along with a shop and 2 cold storage sheds. On the right, we have the top of a bank barn and some harvesters, and on the left we have the back side of a shop. Here on the right you can see our calving barn. On the left we have our grain bins, and then here on the right we have our heifer shed. In front of us there's our hog barn. To the left we have our silage pits. And then in front of us are some strip fields that I'm planning on buying. Up here we have our main dairy operation. So I'll bring you guys in here real quick. So you can just see basic freestall. Anyways, that concludes the farm tour. So I'll see you guys in the used equipment market, and we'll hopefully get some equipment bought. Alright guys, here in the used equipment dealer, I found a great deal on this Coon Knight food mixer for the cows. So let's go ahead and purchase that. At the top, I found this John Deere 4040. So let's put some weights on that, and then we'll purchase it like that. Let's see here. We have a great deal on a Bobcat skid loader. The only thing is I'm going to change out those tires. And we'll take this license plate off, because who needs a license plate on a skid loader? So let's purchase this. Now, we could purchase this small square baler, but I think we'd be better off with a bigger square baler or a round baler. So let's hold off on that. I'm pretty sure that's everything out of the used dealer that we could really use. So let's go back down here to the mod dealer, and we're gonna purchase a Mack silage truck. So give me a second to customize this. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and purchase this truck. I got our logo on the side, so let's purchase that. Let's go ahead and buy a 1206. We'll just buy our open station, wide front. Down here, let's go ahead and purchase this Gleaner Combine. So we'll get the N7 with duals. And hold on, we'll take this plate off as usual. Come up here and we'll get the foldable extension. Now we're gonna go ahead and buy a 30-20. So we'll just get same as the 1206 wide front, but only on this we're gonna put a quickie loader attacher. So before I forget, let's go ahead and come up here, front loaders, and then let's buy the loader for her. So we'll get that in John Deere green. Back here in the mod dealer, we're gonna go ahead and see here if we can't find something to mow our hay with. So I think we're gonna go ahead and purchase this Heston merger here with GPS. Buy that. And then we'll come down here and let's see here. I think we're just probably gonna go for the regular mower head. So we'll purchase that. I'm gonna purchase 2 Parker wagons. And I'm gonna come down here, buy a Vermeer blower. Now I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this New Holland wheel rake. I'm gonna come up here and buy this Kuhn manure spreader. I'm also gonna buy this John Deere 100 square baler. For a planter, this John Deere 7000 should do what we're gonna do. For a seeder, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this case drill for alfalfa and grass. Now I'm gonna purchase this Gleaner 12-row corn header for our combine. I'm also gonna purchase this Gleaner grain head. For a bigger tractor, I'm gonna purchase this 8910. For tillage, I'm gonna purchase this Landau. I'm gonna purchase 2 of these Meridian augers for feeding the pigs. I'm also gonna purchase this New Holland 1900 chopper, as well as the corn chopper head for it. I'm also gonna purchase this Gale grass pickup head for it. And last but not least, for our workhorse, I'm gonna purchase this 8100 John Deere. Here is all of our equipment we purchased sitting at the shop. I'm gonna get it all home. I'll see you then. Alright guys, we just got done bringing all the equipment back, but we still have $404,000, so I'm gonna actually buy field number 17 or field number 12 here. I haven't actually quite decided, but field number 17 has a better yield potential, but this field is, larger and it's more connected into the farm. So I'm actually probably gonna buy field number 12. So we'll purchase that. And now, when we purchase our pigs, we'll have some corn, some extra corn to harvest to feed the pigs. We already have some corn to harvest, but, the more the merrier. In here at the pigs, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this Berkshire boar here, as it has very good overall potential. For Berkshire hogs, I'm probably gonna purchase this really good hog, this good hog, and maybe this good hog. So we're gonna go ahead and buy those. Alright guys, so looking at our hogs, we're gonna have a few more months before our boar can breed all the rest of the pigs. But after that, we should get 36 baby pigs, so that's why I only bought 3 hogs, because we don't need a ton of hogs running around. And then once we have our 36 baby hogs, we're gonna put them into the bigger hog shed, and then we'll have those ones for pork, and then we'll keep raising more and putting them into the hog pen. So anyways, up here at this pen, I'm planning on putting beef cows in here actually instead of dairy cows, because we have our big freestall for all of our dairy cows, so there's not really a point in putting dairy cows down here. So looking into here, we'll go down here and we'll go ahead and purchase this Angus, and then we'll need an Angus bull, which I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this one. And then we'll go ahead and purchase this Limousin. And down here, we'll purchase this Hereford. Let's see here. So this Hereford, this Limousin, and this Angus, and then the Angus bull. So we're gonna go ahead and buy the selected cows. So now we have a few cows to get our beef herd started. Hello, man. How are you? Anyways, let's see here. Here's one of the cows. Here's the other one. I'm not quite sure where the last cow is. Alright, turns out that one little Angus was just hiding back there. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take our truck up to the heifer shed, and we'll go ahead and buy a few younger Holsteins to raise up and put into the dairy barn. So I'll see you up there. Alright, up here at the heifer shed, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a few brown Swiss cattle. So we'll get this one. Let's see here. We'll get that one. We'll get this one, and not that one because it has bad overall health. So down here, we could purchase this Holstein, but I'm not sure if that's the best idea. But I think we could put this one up into the other barn, but since this cow is pregnant, we'll go ahead and purchase it and put it down here. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see what we have for bulls. So, we have these 2 bulls for sale. So, let's go ahead and purchase this Holstein bull. And then we'll go ahead and buy the selected animals. And then we'll run around the side here and see. So there's some cows. There's the big pregnant mama cow. And then there's 2 more brown Swiss. And then there's 1 little brown Swiss down in there. So one last time, we're gonna head up to the big dairy barn and then see if we can't purchase some Holsteins. But anyways, we're gonna leave this hog barn empty for when the 3 mama hogs have babies, and then we'll come up here and we'll purchase some cows. Alright, in here looking at the Holstein menu, we have this Holstein, and that's really the best one we have. We also have this Holstein, which we can put in there. And then for Holstein bulls, there's not really a good one. So I guess we could look at brown Swiss, but there's not really any good brown Swiss. So I guess let's just buy those 2 selected animals. And then we'll come in here and we'll go in here and then check up on these 2 cattle. So here's the little cow, Looks like she's doing good, just a little dirty. And then let's run up here and check on this cow. So it's looking like she's doing pretty good. Huh, yeah, are you doing pretty good? All right, anyways, we need to get some work done here. So we'll hop over that and we'll come down here and hop in the truck. All right, so now I'm actually gonna mow a strip of grass, or maybe two, possibly, and we'll get some hay in to feed all the cattle. And then after that, we'll go ahead and harvest a little bit of corn to feed the hogs. So anyways, I'll see you back up at the field with the mower. All right, guys, I'm gonna time-lapse this, so cut to the time-lapse, folks.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause
Alright guys, I just ran to the shop to grab a trailer that I bought, and it started absolutely dumping rain here, so we're gonna run home as fast as we can and get that hay in the shed. So, I'll see you then. Alright guys, I'm here in the Bobcat. Thankfully it has a cab, so stacking hay shouldn't get me wet, but the hay's more important. I'd rather get wet than have the hay get wet. So we're gonna go ahead and get this hay stacked onto the trailer as fast as I possibly can. So I'll see you when I'm done. Alright guys, most of the hay is stacked on. The weather forecast says it's supposed to stop raining here in about 10 minutes. But I'm gonna still run as fast as I possibly can to get this hay onto the trailer. So we only have 3 more bales to stack. So we should have 8 total bales, which will be enough to feed the cows for today. And then hopefully we can sometime soon get some corn chopped. So we'll dump that on there. Come back here, strap her on down. And then when I was baling, if I remember right, one of the bales got hit off of this power pole, and yeah, it just set it right here instead of dumping it in the field, which isn't a big deal. So anyways, I'm gonna get this hay back to the barn and I'll see you when I'm there. Alrighty guys, I just got the hay back into the shed. I will admit that was a pretty heavy load for our old truck here. Pretty dangerous load, I should say. We about spun out coming into the driveway because I was coming in too fast, but we got home safely, so that's what matters. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the episode right here. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. This video took me a really long time to record, and I had to record it twice because my first recording did not save. So anyways, thank you for watching. This is Longhorn Gamer, out.